This is the NFL playoffs on EA Sports, and we come to you from wintry Cleveland Browns Stadium in Cleveland, Ohio. Tonight, we wrap up a great Sunday here in Super Wild Card Weekend, as it'll be the Kansas City Chiefs taking on the Cleveland Browns. The third of 3 games to finish up this Sunday. We might save the best for last. And off we go here in the wild card round. This fielded right at the goal line. Oh, good-looking return set up here. And they're going to have good starting field position. He's out of bounds, but not before he's across the 35. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. First play's a run with Mwangu. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Now Mahomes. Oh, his first throw of the playoffs is intercepted. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Browns defense has a touchdown. So a big defensive play there on the opening drive, no less, as they make the interception and bring it back for the score.
And I think that's a signal for how this defense wants to play. They want to be disruptive, and you know they're going to take some chances.
Well, sometimes it can burn you, but right there, it paid off. The point after, no gimme in the snow, but it's up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This taken in at the goal line. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
They'll come up on a 2nd and 7 from the 27. They'll go right back to Nwangu. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
Good running right there. And this is a man who's a 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season, so you know he's going to get his chances, and he picks up nice yardage on that one.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. And now prior to this 3rd and 1, we're going to get a timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. Mahomes to throw on 3rd and 1. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1.
And already down 7-0 after the touchdown a minute ago, so a 3-and-out here would not be ideal for them. Nice job finding his receiver there, and they get the first down.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Yellow.
Up the middle, Nwangu. And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be 2nd down.
43.
On the tackle. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6. At the 44-yard line.
43.
Straight ahead, here's Nwangu. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1?
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Here's 3rd and 7. They'll bring Tony in motion left. Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 35. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. Very nicely done there on the reception. And what an impact this rookie made on this offense, Charles, in the regular season.
Yeah, he's a big part of why they are where they are. He stepped into an important role, embraced it, and in a lot of ways expanded it, and immediately made a connection with his quarterback.
And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. Options galore here, 2nd and a few inches. Another run now for Nwangu. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. Now Patrick going to change the play.
First down, Kansas City.
On 1st down, they'll run with Nwangu. And some determined running there as he'll pick his way down to the 12-yard line. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Now they'll audible to something else.
First down, Chiefs.
On the give is Nwangu. And he'll take this one inside the 10, down to the 8. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place.
Now a give running right, Nwangu. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4.
I think that's the type of run we'll continue to see throughout this game. The snow coming down, I don't expect a lot of big plays to be broken.
3rd and 2. Handoff here to Nwangu. And he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Chiefs are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Extra point by Butker is on target. And we are tied at 7.
Harrison Butker at a kickoff for Kansas City.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Watson and the Browns now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. This short pass into the hands of Njoku. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31.
Big plays always wind up being a big theme as we get rolling these playoffs. And the defenses that can avoid giving them up, but they're the teams that tend to go far. You may not eliminate those big plays, but if you can limit them, then you've got a chance to get to the ultimate game.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Here now, 2nd and 4. Out of the gun, Watson. Looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Reed. And the Chiefs are going to get possession of the football as time will run out on this first quarter of play. 7-7, our score after 1. The Chiefs with the football as we start the second quarter, as they get set to start their drive with a 1st and 10. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. This offense thankful, I'm sure, to have the football back, but also, Charles, after a long drive of their own, they've got to be a little weary.
Yeah, I would agree with that, and what you have to do to combat it, try and get fresh legs in where you can, especially the skill positions. And then for the offensive line, instead of attacking, maybe slow the tempo down a little bit, let them catch their breath.
When they're lined up in the 46 defense like that, running is just going to be a slog.
Especially if you're trying to run it in the middle of the defense. So what you're hoping, get a stalemate against the 3 across the front. And can you get some one-on-one blocks that you can win on the perimeter? To me, that's the best place to carry the football.
On play action, it's Mahomes. That'll be complete to the running back, Nwangu. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else. And now it's 3rd and 10.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
The offense on third down tonight, a perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 10. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Great way to convert on third down there. 21 yards the play.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target, and he's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Play clock down to 3, and we're going to get a timeout here. That's their second, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back. They fake the give. Now Mahomes completes it to the fullback hand. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that'll bring up second down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 42-yard line.
Handoff right side to Wangu. And good work there in open space. And he's got this all the way down now to the 32. 58 yards rushing for him in this first half as he has certainly carried over his regular season success into the playoffs. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. But they'll run with Nwangu. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Brought down at the 30-yard line. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Nwangu. And he's going to take this down close to a first down at the Browns' 23. Well, now after all of this, hang on here because he appears to be shaken up. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. They'll try to pick this up on the ground with Breida. And he's going to go backward. They get him behind the line. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
Well, it's almost football 101 that you preach to your safeties. Don't let anyone get behind you. You're the last line of defense. But he didn't let the play come to him. He went to the play. How about that read and recognition and finishing off that one behind the line of scrimmage?
So on 4th down, Mahomes off, Harrison Butker on for the Chiefs field goal. From the right hash, it's a 41-yard attempt. Butker's kick here is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
The Browns drive about to get started. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to want to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, their goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Quick throw completed by Watson. Short completion, just 4 yards. And that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard. Here's Watson. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he is going to have a Browns first down, and he'll have it by plenty as they're able to keep the drive alive on 3rd and inches.
Short yardage situation, you have to wonder if they thought that they were just going to run it inside. But you have to be cognizant of the back slipping out of the backfield trying to find some open space. And that's exactly what he does to the tune of a first down.
He'll get this up to about the 44. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. 2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. A reminder, coming up at halftime, while the two of us head for warmer areas of the press box, we'll be sending you to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half. From the 44-yard line, here's a 2nd and 7. They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. And the Chiefs are going to get him. They bring a man off the corner that time, and he gets home for a loss of 6. Now Watson, he's going to move him around.
54. Hey, 24. 55.
The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long.
Hey, 59.
To throw is Watson. He's across midfield. And finally down at the 32-yard line. How about that? They weathered the storm of a 3rd and 17 to pick up the first.
Let's just call it as we just saw it right there, a breakdown defensively. Seems like no one went with the tight end, and no one really did. Had all sorts of space in the middle of the field. Yeah, everyone else was covered, but he was not. Big play results.
Off the RPO, he completes it. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. That's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Watson eluding the pressure right. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Deshaun Watson, a 13-yard touchdown run. And the Browns will end the first half. Extra point good by Hopkins. And the lead is now 14-10. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Final shot before the half from Mahomes. That's complete to Tony. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Both teams trying to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And they're in the position they expected to be in. They've got the lead, home crowd behind them, and they're looking toward making that next step in these playoffs.
And I think a key for them is to put together some good, long, extended drives. Work the running a little more with that big offensive line. I'm not saying get away from throwing the football. That's still working, but they run it more effectively. They may get even bigger plays in the passing game.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Here's Watson. And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack. And quickly they get to the line.
A big loss on the play. Brings up 2nd down.
On 2nd down, here's Watson. Going out wide, finds Chubb. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll be a 3rd and about 13.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes. That time, multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. This is taken at the 23. It's a 40-yard punt, 6 yards on the return, and it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for this second half.
They'll start on the ground here with Nwangu. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. And Mahomes sees something. He'll change the play. And good vision there as he's across midfield and down to the 45-yard line. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
First down, Chiefs.
Here's Nwangu. Down to the 42, second down.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Second down at 6 now from the 42. Now it's Nwangu. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a third and about 2.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
So third and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. On the run is Nwangu. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. And they're going to speed things up here. And now an audible here into something else. In motion left, Hardman. Now a give, running left is Nwangu. And he'll work his way inside the 30 now to the 28. 110 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
At the 28-yard line.
On second down, here's Nwangu. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. A great effort there with his second touchdown of the night. And the Chiefs have taken the lead here in this third quarter. So a very strong first drive in the second half, Charles, as they've turned that halftime deficit into a third quarter lead.
And they were pretty purposeful there, weren't they? Measured in their approach. But, boy, they executed awfully well, moving the ball down the field.
Butker now to add the extra point. It's good, and they'll take a 17-14 lead.
Makes the score, Chiefs 17, Browns 14.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
The Browns take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Watson and the Browns now with a 1st and 10. Right at the 30.
Hey, 31. Hey, 59.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Flush to his right. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. They'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple.
I think the defense surprised him there with that blitz on first down, but give him credit. Stayed cool under pressure and still found a way through the extra rushers for positive yardage. Well done.
From the 38 now, here's second and a couple. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. Third and 2, Watson. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed down the left sideline. And they will finally stop him, but a great return gets that football all the way down to the 16-yard line.
Boy, Brandon, that's what I'd call an ill-advised pass right there on third down. I mean, you just need a yard or two to keep the drive going. Instead, he's trying to hit a home run. You've got to really like your chances if you're going to take a shot like that.
So the ball down to the 16 here for first and 10.
Easy.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it second and 4.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the third quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them, melt the clock down, get to the fourth quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
Now Mahomes going to shift him around. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. A great play there. Saving his best for the playoffs with his third touchdown of the game. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this third quarter. Butker on for the PAT. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Next to score, Chiefs 24, Browns 14. Harrison Butker at a kickoff for Kansas City.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25.
Browns take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, an interception's result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
And we're back now here in Cleveland. It's the Browns with a deficit. They're trailing, but with the football here to start the fourth. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. A shotgun snap for Watson. Throw left side, caught by the tight end Njoku. 7 yards there and a first down.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown.
24 is down. He's coming. Done.
On 1st and 10, Watson. His throw incomplete. He was trying to get it to his tight end, David Njoku. That'll bring up 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
Reset. 24. Done.
Watson off play action. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked up by Justin Reed. Well, time, I mean, certainly not on their side offensively. They had to take some chances, but that interception will further hinder their already slim chance at victory.
Yeah, and you're talking about time not on their side, but it certainly is on the defense's side, and they understood that. They knew they had to press it a little bit, and they planned accordingly, and what a benefit for them, able to pick that one off and hopefully put this game away.
Pretty nice work defensively there on the first down run as they hold them to a gain of a couple.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Ball at the 23, second and 8. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. He's having a big game running the football, but that one will hurt the yards per carry a little bit.
Yeah, but the average he's got so far, that's the type of average he wants to take with him to contract negotiations, doesn't he?
The Chiefs on third down. They have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. On third down, a run from Breida. And that's not nearly going to be enough. Stopped at the 22, and he needed plenty more. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
So a big one coming now for Harrison Butker. He connected on his first. This time it's 39 yards away. Butker's kick here is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So that, maybe not a knockout blow, but I suppose certainly every little bit helps when you're trying to salt one away in the 4th.
Well, the possibility of being beaten by 2 late touchdowns or at least sent to overtime does exist. But time, definitely a big factor at this stage of the game, is in their favor.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. If they want to advance in this divisional round, look, obviously the time is now. Trailing here in the 4th as they go to work on a crucial drive, 1st and 10. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that on the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Watson. And that's to the left sideline and incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Back to throw, Watson. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Give him credit for excellent coverage, tight coverage. They're doing a lot of things that we talk about in basketball. They're causing disruptions in the passing game. And as long as that continues, it'll be tough for them to gain any momentum throwing the ball downfield.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They will indeed snap it to Watson. That is caught, and he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. 4th quarter, every drive so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the 2nd touchdown. You've got the first one for the 2nd one to even matter.
Pass caught. He's got Tillman. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run.
And here's a spot where this offense says, we got to start making something happen. We're down 2 scores. It's the fourth quarter. We've got to start moving with some urgency. And here's a big play that gives them a ray of hope that they can get back in this one.
Watson on first down. Flushed out right. The ball comes out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. Thankfully for the offense, a fortuitous bounce there on the fumble goes out of bounds because they're down here in the red zone. You don't want to lose one there.
You don't want to lose one, and the best part, because it went out of bounds, they retain possession, still have an opportunity to put points on the board.
54. Hey, 24.
Watson now to throw. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
And once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. Now it's Watson. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Now Watson on the move to his left. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8. It's a loss of 4, and now it's 2nd and goal. And, of course, that's not an easy man to sack. You know how elusive he can be, trying to get outside of the pocket. That was a great play on the defensive side.
Now, I wonder what was going through his mind because he didn't seem as committed to using his legs to pick up yardage. He wanted to keep that play alive, so either take off and go.
And that's going to be caught from Browns. Touchdown. From 8 yards out. And the Browns have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Well, time to let those folks know who are tuning in looking for the late local news. We may be a moment because we've got a game again.
And, partner, except for those on the West Coast, where it'll be seen in its regular time, right? That's the way it works, doesn't it? But how about that? Big-time drive right there. If they're going to have any chance, they needed a touchdown there, and they went right down the field and worked their way into the end zone.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And this a very important drive leading in the 4th quarter of this wild card game. But this one far from over as they start out here 1st down. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage. Use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. Here's 2nd and 10. They'll go right back to the wall group. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. On play action, it's Mahomes. He's got his target. That's complete. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. And this defense here going to burn their second timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. Up the middle, Nwangu. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain. And now here comes the third of their timeouts defensively. So they'll be left with only the 2-minute warning to stop it from here on out. Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's a 2nd down and 9. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they're going to have another 1st down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 28. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it. They got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for 2nd down. If they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up, that'd be the time to do it.
Points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on 1st down. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. His carries tonight, they're getting up there, so maybe one of those every now and then is understandable.
I would agree with that. Understandable every now and then. Sometimes you come back and you fake it to him and go play action. But other times you say, okay, they got him on that one. We'll come back to him in another carry.
Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. And now the question everyone's wondering, look at the clock, late 4th quarter. Do they put the ball in the air here on 3rd?
I don't. I run the football, and I tell my offensive line, no leakage up front. I don't want my running back hit as I hand the ball off to him. I don't want any type of an issue. But if I am going to throw it, quick throw, out to the perimeter, maybe one of my best receivers running a quick slant or something like that.
Another run now for Nwangu. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
We see this a lot on 3rd and short yardage, especially down here in the red zone. They're going to sell out to stop the run, try and hold them to a field goal. But once the running back gets past the first wave, the resistance can evaporate after that. And he not only picks up the first, but he takes it all the way into the end zone.
Mahomes will throw for it, and he's got it. So the 2-point conversion is good, and they add on to their 4th quarter lead. And, of course, on the 2-point try, had the option to run or pass. They pass it there, and it works.
Felt pretty straightforward, didn't it? An open receiver, ball's put on him, 2 points for them.
Harrison Butker at a kickoff for Kansas City.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
This is 1st and 10. Now Watson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Here's second down. Watson to throw. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 25-yard line. They said beginning of the season they wanted to get past the wild card round. Well, they just got past the wild card round.
How about that, being able to put the big check marks up in the locker room, right? Get to the wild card game, check, got that done. Win a wild card game, big check. Now you've got to go ahead and set your sights higher. There is a bigger prize out there, and they still have an opportunity.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. With that, we say good night from Cleveland.